In the Front Room, live radio online, so it's not really live, but we treat it as a live show. Special guest today, of course, my wife, my lovely wife, Marlo, my own personal yoga. She usually joins us, but I have a very special guest, a friend of mine that I've known for quite a while, and I need to welcome you in, the fuck bitch guy. It's Lorenzo Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks so much for coming in.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And the fuck bitch guy, for those of you, I know a lot of you on social media and that are fans of the Front Room and or 13 Tikis. Lorenzo has a lot of friends and as well as on our timelines and all that on that social media thing. The fuck bitch guy has become a phenomena of sorts. So I had to have him in. Of course, our women's are out at a shower. So that's like ladylike stuff to do. Today's show is brought to you by Buffalo Trace, and we'd like to thank the people at Buffalo Trace for sending us a brand new bottle, untapped, virgin area here. This is virgin area here.
It's a wonderful thing,
and we love the brown. We love the brown. Let me get you one. Let's pour. You want an easy pour?
No.
All right, there you go. That's a good starter. Yes, we go. All right. And that's for you.
Thank you.
And here's one. I take mine on the rocks. I like a little chill there. And last night, I actually, we had Trish Kwasny, Mrs. Kwasny, our nosy neighbor, came in, and she ran 2 shows with us. So, and she likes the bourbon as well. She's a bourbon whore.
Wasn't she down in Kentucky not too long ago?
I think she was. Yeah. She did.
Right.
She did. Yeah, she made a stop at some of the distilleries, and I think she was actually at the Buffalo Trace distillery. So
wonderful.
Well, cheers.
Salute.
All right, Lorenzo Friday in the house, bass player extraordinaire with the band 13 Tikis, and we met years back. It had to be 12 years, I think it's going on.
13 years when I joined the band. You were in the Cocktail Preachers.
Okay, so Cocktail Preachers, I even can't fucking remember what the hell it was. I was in Cocktail Preachers and you were in Cocktail Preachers.
I was in...
Because Phil, the bass player, became a guitar player.
Yeah, I was in the Cocktail Preachers 10 years ago.
So I had already left. I had already left. Okay.
Yeah.
But then we did some other gigs that Phil put together. We did the Cramps gig.
Oh, yeah.
We did a couple Cramps gigs, and that was at the joint on Wood Street, Division. Phyllis's. And I love playing Phyllis's. They have such great dressing rooms back there.
Yeah. We also did the sidebar for Tommy Gunn's 20th anniversary.
Fitzgerald's.
Fitzgerald's,
yeah. That was a lot of fun, actually.
Yeah, that was 9 years ago.
You know, time just flies. It's unbelievable how time just goes by. And you're looking good.
Oh, thank you.
Man of hats, as I am. Man of hats. And this guy has a head of hair. Look what I have here. This is what I'm spoiled. This is all I have. I'm losing it. I don't have much.
I'd show you my head of hair, but I didn't brush my hair today, so that's why I have a hat on.
You have to have it set. I understand. He does have a massive amount of hair. It just always looks great. I'm so jealous. But the fuck bitch guy.
Right.
Do you want to tell the story on how that developed for the folks out here?
My buddy at work, he has a grandson, and he was probably 4 at the time. And he was working on his bike and hit a snag and said, "Fuck, bitch." And my buddy was like, "What?" So they took him in, washed his mouth out with soap, and then later, when he kept saying it, they put some jalapeno in his mouth. But it stuck with us, and for anything, it works in all situations. You can say "fuck bitch" because you're mad, "fuck bitch" because you're happy. It's a great adjective, you know.
I like the way that everyone has caught on to it, especially in the social media realm, where something goes wrong, and of course there it is, fuck bitch. So this is an R-rated episode. This will not make it to the WJOB airwaves. Otherwise, there would just be a lot of car horns. Usually when I say fuck, I put a car horn in there. Like, let's try it. Bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, so you heard a horn. You hear it? Okay, so there. I thought, you know, you have a style that is all your own. And I admire that.
Right.
Myself, I just have, everyone says, why do you always wear a hat? Well, I don't know, because I started losing my hair when I was 30, and I started wearing the hats because I still had some hair, and I was trying to do the comb over. I didn't want to go the comb over route. I didn't want to do the hair plugs because my friend Greg had that done. He looks horrible still. And I said, just get a hat.
Yeah.
So if you could handle a hat, some guys don't look good in hats. You can't get a dopey looking hat.
No.
Like your lid today. I know you're a man of hats, and I have quite a few hats. So I try and get a hat that fits, maybe a pork pie, something in that vein. And then you put your ensemble together and you're ready to roll.
Right.
Ensembles are very important, I know, to you.
Absolutely.
You know, and to me, it's just something that has always been. I don't know why. Fads, I know you're not big on fads.
No.
Now, when I was younger, I have to admit, and I saw some photos of you when you had the long hair.
Yeah.
And there are some photos of myself floating around from the early 80s with that flock of seagull thing happening.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find myself there in the 70s and 80s. I went from the feathered hair to the flock.
Right.
So then you find yourself as you age. Any fads that you regret? As far as hairstyles or look?
You know, when I was a young punk rocker, I had the stupid haircuts like everybody else, you know.
I'm with you.
When I grew it out long, I got aggravated because one day I'm walking down the street and the wind's just blowing my hair in my face and
whipping you.
And I just went home and I shaved it all off.
Right.
And the bad thing was I had weddings to attend that summer, so I had to keep shaving it off, and I looked like a mental patient in a suit. You know, my grandmother loved it because she didn't like.
You finally got rid of that long hair, Jesus.
Yeah. But I came full circle from high school when I used to have a pompadour, you know, and
that went out of style for a while, I know.
I wore it that way for a long time until, I got out of high school and I was into punk rock. So, you know, again,
it's all that phase thing.
Stupid haircuts. But once I grew it long and shaved it off, then grew it long again and shaved it off, then grew it long one last time. And then I thought, you know what, this is not for me. And
the rockabilly thing works.
When I joined 13 Tikis, then we were called Ray Gun. I told Phil, "Oh man, I could grow a nice pompadour, man." And he was like, "Yeah,
let's do that.
Good for you."
I never had that type of hair. I'm Polish, thin hair. My dad was bald when he was 18. My brother, thin hair. My mom's father had thick hair. I didn't get that. And he had thick hair. You couldn't
like Stalin, huh?
Couldn't get a comb through it. Mine, I always had that parted on the side, and you know, when you're a young kid, the mom always, you know, the mom combed it.
Yeah.
Then you start realizing you see the Beatles and you see Stones, and I'm like, man, I want to do that crap. I don't want to be parting down the side like some cornball. So I started growing it long, and then the part in the middle, my mom, you got to part it on the side. You can middle. What are you? And my dad, what are you, a broad? No. You know, and my dad started doing that stuff because I had really long hair for a while.
Sure.
You know, so and then from the feathered to the flock of seagull look, and that
you have to do something when it's falling out.
You know that, and then it just started. Then I was playing with all the dyes and the mousse. You got to put mousse in the hair, and you got to get the spike going. And all those products killed my hair. That's when I think I did a bleach job on my own. I never go to the hairdresser. I could do it. I bought it, mixed it up. Why is my head burning? You know, it was like, you know, next morning it's all cracked off. I did get into fads, and then after a while, I just said, "The hell with fads. This is what I am." And you do find yourself eventually, and then you can choose. You want to be, you know, just want to be frumpy? Do you want to try and have some sort of look or something? Fine shirts, nice slacks. I know you always wear nice slacks. I have slacks as well. Shoes are important. I always big on shoes. So that's the whole thing. So fads. I'm going to ask the fuck bitch guy. What I want to ask you is, and where'd my card go? Here it is. See, look, a very official looking the front room. This is the second one I had made. Our budget's very low, but I want to get the cards like the talk show radio guy.
Right. You're like Merv Griffin.
Right, like Merv Griffin. So I'm going to give the fuck bitch guy some scenarios that you can elaborate on. Okay, with the fuck bitch comeback, because that's what we're all waiting for. Just to hear you say that several times over.
You have to pardon that I'm laughing so much because I'm just happy to be here with you. Rick
And I know you had the 3 ibuprofen when you came from last night.
And I had a lot to drink last night.
You had a long day.
Yeah, but Rick is my rhythm section soulmate. I enjoy nothing better than playing with you.
And we did the Terminal White thing.
Yes, we did.
A few years back.
Sure.
We haven't played together in a long time.
No.
Well, in a few years, but we do have a certain lock. You played on a couple of my tracks.
Yeah, when I get to play with you, I'm always happy.
Well,
and
likewise.
And we can read each other pretty well. So
plus we like to drink.
Yeah, and we like the brown.
Yeah, we need to get loose before the show.
Yes, we do. Mm-hmm. Okay, well,
cheers.
On with the questions.
All right. So as far as
scenarios,
fads, how about food fads? You ever see how food fads come about? And I don't understand it. There are certain things. I'm 61 that I've never heard of.
Yeah.
Ever in my life until a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, or maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah.
For one, sea salt.
Yeah.
Sea salt.
That's fucking stupid.
Where the hell did that come from?
No, from the sea, I guess.
Well, I had to look it up because I have a thing of sea salt. It's
we do too.
Kind of like a rock, more coarse salt.
Sure.
And I guess maybe they have regular coarse salt.
It is more salty on top
I guess what they do is they filter it through some sort of ocean water, lake salt water or whatever. They filter it through that, so maybe it's more salty or more... I don't know if it's better for you or not.
Probably not, but it does. You can use less.
Well, what do we say to sea salt?
I say, fuck, bitch. I don't fucking know what that is.
I love it. Fuck, bitch, sea salt. Okay. Now, another thing that really annoys me, and we were just talking about this in the green room before we came on the TFR set here, is smears on plates. The chefs?
Yeah.
The smears on plate, because you order something and then the chef comes and he takes a piece of gravy and he goes like that. He puts a smear on a plate. Yeah. Then they put a very small portion, and what they do, they overcharge you for.
Yeah.
You into that?
Fuck, bitch.
No, see, he says fuck, bitch.
No, because that smear is not even enough to. You can't even taste it.
And when it comes brown, it could be a stool smear
maybe.
from the fucking chef. I mean, come on, give me a break. Just give me my food. Now, another thing that I found, and I lived in New York for 15 years, as you know, and this is happening not only in New York, but in all major cities, all the areas that were always run down, the fun areas.
Yeah.
Remember, you go, right. I live in Lincoln Park.
Right.
So I used to go to Ukrainian Village, West Side, Western Avenue, Belmont. They had some of the Polish bars.
All dangerous areas at the time.
Safest areas.
Yeah.
Especially if you look dangerous. See, so there's the key. All you have to do is look
tough.
Look dangerous, cool.
Yeah.
Keep your head up. Look everybody in the eye. Don't look down. Don't be looking at your stupid phone. We didn't have phones back then.
No, we didn't.
Yeah. You just go out. You make eye contact. You walk straight. Yeah. You walk into the bar with confidence.
Sure.
Yeah. And you say, fuck, bitch, give me a beer.
That's right.
So there.
That's how you do it.
So that whole thing with these bad areas, which are less and less and less, and every time I go back to New York or go back to an area I enjoyed, it always has some posh shit coming up, some overpriced bars, oh, you should try this beer. It's made of lint and tea, and it's $12 for a pint, for a miniature pint glass. We have the miniature pint glasses now. They're changing sizes on everything, too. The fact is, the one thing that really annoys me, I had a friend staying in the Lower East Side of New York. Now, our rehearsal place was in the Lower East Side of New York, and in Manhattan. There was Katz's Deli, a Lakeside Inn, which was kind of like a Skylark.
Yeah.
All the bands play there. You see Simon and the Bar Sinisters there. All the cool bands are playing there. And just divey little bodegas.
Simon and the Bar Sinisters, huh?
Yeah, Simon and the Bar Sinisters. They're really good. They're really good friend of mine, Simon Chartier. Guitarist plays. They're
good
really
to know.
Still together after 25 years. And just a bar band. And then I had a friend, actually my neighbor's kid was staying in New York. I go, well, where'd you stay? And she goes, on Ludlow Street, right off Delancey. I go, what, at a friend's place? No, at a hotel. I go, there's a hotel on Delancey in Ludlow Street? Oh, yeah, it's a boutique hotel.
Fuck, bitch. That's stupid.
So stupid. And my wife's like, oh, she's staying at a boutique hotel. I go, so that's a small little hotel that used to be a dump that they fancied up, and now it's just an overpriced little hotel with 25 rooms.
Yeah. That's stupid.
Fuck, bitch.
Fuck, bitch is
All
fucking...
right, cool.
Fuck.
You're on base with me there. Now, another food item that was the rage, I guess, a few years back. I never heard of this. I think it's a bean. I think it's in the bean family. Edamame.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I'm Mexican, so the beans we have are
good
pinto
ones.
beans.
Yeah, good ones.
Yeah, they're hearty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love those.
Frijoles.
So I didn't even know. My wife's like, my friend wants to go to this restaurant. They have edamame. And I'm like, what's edamame? These are people that are younger than I. My wife's 15 years younger, and her friends are the same. I'm a 61-year-old fart saying edamame. What is that? They come chocolate covered. They come sprinkled. They come with salt. They come with sea salt. They come. So I said, like an idiot, wanting to find out. We went into a place and I saw edamame on the menu. I said, well, give me a small side of edamame. They just brought me. The guy went out in the garden with a shovel
and pulled out like 5 dirty beans.
Pulled out some beans, rinsed them with water, put them in a little decorative bowl, and charged me $7.95 for them.
Oh my god!
And they came, and that was it. They were just. These are horrible.
Fuck, bitch. That's
fuck, bitch is right on that. Listen, they just do anything now. They're like, let's put
and then make you pay a lot of money for it.
Let's get that charcoal, put that black shit on everything, and then we'll charge everyone $5 over.
Right.
They're just doing anything. The chefs are running out of crap to do, so they're just. And I don't like when they start putting foods together. No. What do they call that when they put? It's like a Mexican Asian place.
Oh, fusion.
No, I'm not a fusion guy. I went to one fusion place. I go, I like Mexican food. I like Asian food. I don't like them combined.
No.
I either want either or. That's when you go to a big buffet and they have Italian, Chinese. Salmon, steak. I'm getting sick just looking at it because I can't eat all those things at once.
And there's always a Mexican in the kitchen.
Right? Okay.
Cooking.
He said it, not me. Fuck bitch.
Bitch is right. The Mexican is making everything. He's making you American food, Mexican food, Chinese food, Italian food.
I just don't like when they fuse them together.
Yeah.
Another one in the vegetable family.
Oh, I hate vegetables.
Well, I like
French fries.
I like a nice salad.
Me too.
If I make salads at home that are killer, and I make homemade dressing. It takes me 2 minutes to make a fine homemade dressing. All
right, you're gonna have to give me.
So
some
I don't
recipes.
like bottled dressing.
Yeah.
Jeez, I feel like Rachel Ray. I kind of look like Rachel Ray with these tits. Jesus. That's why I'm always wearing a shirt over a shirt. Yes, that happens when you're 61. C-cup. Yeah, there we go. Kale. Everything's kale.
Yeah. You know what? How kale tastes really good? With a lot of butter and garlic, and you saute it. Turn it into like you can have that with a steak.
All right,
but if
you inundate anything with garlic, you could take a turd and inundate it with garlic,
and butter,
and it's going to taste good.
Sure.
And I think it's all a marketing plan. Yeah. I never heard of kale till 2-3 years ago. And now it's kale everything. You go kale chips, kale this, toilet paper made of kale.
It's appropriate, toilet paper made of kale, because
I hate marketing people.
You eat that kale and you end up in the toilet.
Right. What do we say to kale?
Fuck, bitch.
All right, thank
kale
you.
is no bueno.
I'm not even going to go to the pumpkin spice. I just have to leave it.
Yeah, I don't even know what the hell that is.
Just leave the pumpkins for Halloween. Another thing I really hate in restaurants too. Now, I like to sit down at a restaurant, whether it be a fine restaurant or a mediocre restaurant. I like to have a waiter, waitress. I don't know what determines why some restaurants just have waiters or waitresses. Some mix them. Some have bartenders that are only girls. What is that? Why is that?
I like to be served. And I like to be served by whoever. That's why I don't go to Portillo's. I'm not into that.
I've never been.
Me
to
neither.
Portillo's.
But I'm not into that cafeteria style. I don't want to go place my order and then have to go.
No, I don't either. I like to. The reason I'm paying is the sit.
Yeah.
And then even those cafeteria styles, they want you to tip.
Yeah.
Fuck, bitch.
Bitch. No way, Jose, man.
Another thing that bothers me is that table side service. Listen. maybe if you can't talk to your wife or you can't communicate with other people, you need a guy to come and cook your food next to your table. No.
Benihana's is okay, but
that's a little different than throwing meat around and all that. I'm talking about when they come and pull out the salad trays and they start mixing it in front of you. Look, unless you're doing like a little strip tease, get the fuck back in the kitchen.
Well, and in Benihana, when I'm disappointed when a Mexican dude comes in and is making me my food, I'm like, wait a minute, I want a Japanese dude. Fuck, bitch, man. Fuck.
I am waiting, and this is gonna happen. Give me a Wi-Fi. This is gonna happen. Somebody somewhere along the lines, because I've seen it already. Prison food. They kind of wing prison food, and they have I went online doing some research today. They have fucking recipes for prison food. You know how they make like tacos out of I don't know, maybe an old shoe, a sole of a shoe, and then you put peanut butter in there.
That's called filet of sole.
And and then you put Doritos in there. You smash up Doritos, and you put those meat sticks with the cheese on the side. They have recipes. There are tons of prison recipes already out there. I am waiting. One day I'll be driving past where all those shitty strip malls they have with all those like Five Guys burgers and all those chain places that my wife and I rarely go to the chain places. I always look for mom and pop or something different. Yeah. I know it's going to be the prison food stop. It's going to be there. It's going to be, I have the Dorito on the shoe leather.
Yeah, fuck, bitch, that's fucking...
Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah, I'm not going there.
And then I heard that they have bone broth now. Now someone's pushing bone broth.
Well, to make a proper soup, you need bones. Like a beef stock.
My mother, my grandmother.
The marrow and everything is wonderful.
And you use it to make a broth for soup, maybe leftover after that, and you turn it into gravy, things like that. But now they have an angle. Some guy somewhere with some girl in some office somewhere in New York off Madison Avenue in some firm is thinking of an idea of how we could market bone broth. Now, generally, when I go buy broth at the store, you get a big old box of it or carton of it for... $1.87, right? $1.59.
Under $2.
4 quarts, something like that.
Sure.
But now they're marketing it as bone broth for healthier skin. What do you say to that?
Fuck, bitch. Healthier skin for who, man?
I'm telling you, man, we are in the wrong business. I want to start a marketing firm. I can market turds, I guarantee you.
Well, they sell bone marrow for like $20 or $30, as an appetizer.
Oh yeah, I know. I've had it at some places.
And I'm like, holy shit, that's not $30, man. You might as well just give me the whole fucking steak.
My mom and dad used to have that all the time. They used to buy the round steak because it was cheap. Now, round steak when I was a kid, that's all we ever had because my mom couldn't afford. She couldn't even get T-bones for too much.
It was the cheap stuff.
Filet were unheard of. I never even heard of a filet until
you were able to afford it yourself. Yeah,
because we never went out a lot. My mom would buy the round steak. I think the whole big ass round steak was, I would say, back then maybe $1.29 for a big ass. It would feed the whole family.
Like a roast.
And then they had that round bone. Yeah, and in the middle was the bone marrow.
Yeah,
and it was there.
It's wonderful, but I don't.
You're not going to pay it as a side.
No.
And then now I go to the supermarket. I told Kat, my lovely wife, Kat, my own personal yoga. I said,
sure,
let's get some round steak. I have a taste. I have a way of making it. We could do it. It's $11 for a round steak. I go, I might as well get the filet. Spring for another $7. We got the fillets going on.
Yeah.
Again, I blame the chefs. I'm blaming them. We're running down on time here.
All right.
With Lorenzo Friday, the fuck bitch guy, here in the front room. A couple other things. Cookie dough. Do you like that?
Not unless it's made into cookie.
They're putting that shit in everything.
No.
I'm not. It tastes sandy to me. Like one.
It does. It's gritty.
My wife likes that.
Oh, fuck, bitch.
And she's She's get me ice. I go, I have a taste for ice cream. She goes, well, get the cookie dough one.
Fucks up the ice cream.
I go, no, man. I go, I would like a creamy. I like a little pre-melt, not just a little soft. I don't like to have the rock hard. So my wife, the rock hard. I'm there with a jackhammer.
Yeah.
Trying to get the spoon bends.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the?
Oh, yeah.
I got to get it out of the carton. So I let it soften up just, 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah, we bring it out too.
Just a little bit. Not. I don't like it milk.
No.
But I like it so I can stick my spoon in there and get a piece without.
Yeah. Bending the spoon.
And then it flies out and it goes flying. The cookie dough, they have cookie dough and everything. They're going overboard with the Oreo cookies. I hated Oreos from day one when I was a little kid. My mom worked for Nabisco. She used to bring the Oreos home. I go, ugh, I can't stand them. Black shit in your teeth. Yeah. Someone say, you want an Oreo? I go, no, why? Who the hell eats Oreos? All that black shit, you go out and eat an Oreo? Yeah. I'm very picky because I'm anal retentive about my teeth. I'm brushing my teeth after every meal.
I don't, but I have good teeth.
I do
that
too.
is from my dentist, who says you're going to have your teeth forever. And I said, I'm not worried about my teeth. I'm worried about my hair. And he says, you're going to have your hair forever too.
Oh, your hair's not going anywhere, man. Cookie dough gets a loud what from you?
Fuck, bitch.
There you
no.
Go. There you go. How do you feel about hashtagging everything?
I've only started doing it on Instagram because...
Does it help? I don't understand what it does.
Yes, I've gotten some followers. I put 13 Tiki's Chicago Surf, and then...
See, I've tried to do it, like hashtag TheFrunchRoom, hashtag my ass. I'm trying hashtag everything, and I'm not getting anything back, so I'm saying fuck bitch on it.
Yeah,
but I'm going to try it more.
I say fuck bitch too.
I'm going to try more.
Yeah.
Lorenzo Friday, the fuck bitch guy in the front room. For showing up on the show, we have a special prize for you from our friends at Ramo. That's one of our sponsors, Ramo. And it's a special Oprah snot bubble.
Hey,
so
thank you.
Show it up to the camera. That's Oprah snot bubble. There's only one per box. So
look at this.
Oprah snot bubble. Thank you so much, Lorenzo.
Here's mud in your eye.
All right, man. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time in the front room.
Thank you for having me, man.
All right, man. Take care.